Now, in the midst of a nationwide nursing shortage, Connecticut is now making it easier for people to become a nurse in our state. The new policy involves joining a nurse licensure compact. It's an agreement among 43 states and territories that allows registered nurses and licensed practical nurses to have one multi-state license. That would allow them to legally practice nursing in all participating states.
This compact was put into motion on October 1st, and we already have over 3,500 nurses that have applied to have a compact.
Lawmakers are hoping that this is going to go a long way toward dealing with the nursing shortage in our state.